Okay, in this video, we're going to look at something very simple. There is talking about an atom. Of course, in the last video, we explained what an atom is, and today we just want to look at what is the atomic structure according to some scientific research. Of course, we said, of course, from the basics, we were talking about an element, and of course elements are made up of the small particles, made up of very small particles. In fact, let me say very small particles, and these very small particles are the ones that we call atoms. And of course, research was carried out to see how the atoms look like. But people like Bohr and so on, they were looking at how an atom might be actually looking like. And of course, an atom was found to be having mainly two parts. It is found to have two parts mainly. Of course, one part is the nucleus. And of course the nucleus, which has two particles. We are talking about the fundamental particles. Let me make this clear. And particles present and fundamental. Let me write fundamental because there are very many particles that can be found in atoms, but these ones are fundamental particles. The nucleus has particles which are called protons, and it also has other particles that are called neutrons. For the protons, they have a positive charge, and of course the neutrons have no charge completely, and therefore this makes the nucleus mainly positively charged. Therefore the nucleus is positively charged. The nucleus has a positive charge, or it is positively charged from the fact that it has positive protons and zero charge neutrons. Therefore this adds up to a positive charge in the nucleus. Then on the atom also we have the shells, which you can call also energy levels. These are traces of electrons, where electrons are expected to be passing when they are rotating around the nucleus of this very atom. The particles that are found on these shells or energy levels, or the most probable regions where electrons can be found, they are called, of course, electrons as the particles. These particles have a negative charge, meaning in most cases the outside of the nucleus is negative. Otherwise, the outside of the nucleus of an atom is negative, but the inside of the nucleus is actually positive. Okay, but because the number of protons equals to number of electrons, this means that an atom has no charge completely. This means an atom has no charge completely. If the charge comes in, then that means that this is not an atom. It becomes an ion. If it has no charge, then if it has a charge either positive or negative, we no longer call that an atom, but we call it an ion, that we are going to explain in the next video. How is the structure now of an atom? Using the fundamental particle structure of an atom. Structure of an an atom. This is what was found out on the structure of an atom. We're just from saying it has a nucleus. And within the nucleus we have protons and neutrons inside here. Let me shade it. This is the most heavy part of an atom. It's called the nucleus. Then the nucleus has energy levels. Energy levels. Let me just draw one energy level and place there only one electron. But it can take a maximum of two electrons. Where this one is the nucleus. And then this one here, this is representing neutrons. This one is representing a proton. But this one is the energy level where an electron is expected to be passing when it is rotating around this nucleus over here, because electrons are not in one place but they keep on rotating around. Then this one here is the electron. So this is simply the structure of an atom, and I wanted to make it a little bit brief, just like that, then so that you can have some other videos tackling some other things. From the beginning we said we are having atomic structure. Basically an element is a substance, pure substance, that is containing the same kind of particles, and these particles are called atoms. Then we are saying that an atom has mainly two parts, and the fundamental particles present have been explained below. Here we have a nucleus, which is mainly positively charged, and it has protons which are positively charged and neutrons with no charge. Then the shell, talking about the energy levels, having electrons which have a negative charge. Then we have the number of protons and the number of electrons being equal, which makes an atom actually to have no charge at all, but to have a zero charge, because when you have positive particles being equivalent to negative particles, then it means the number of charge at the end of it becomes zero. Those who do some simple mathematics. Then the structure of an atom. This is a simple structure of an atom. And of course we are saying have the electron on the outermost energy level, have then rather on the energy levels, an element can have more than one energy level, and so on, depending on how many electrons it is having, and which we shall talk about in the next videos. Then we have the nucleus having protons and neutrons, and that's all about an atom. Then a symbolic representation of an atom is what I'm going to end with. Representation of an atom. How is an atom represented? Using a symbol. Let me assume an atom is X. An atom X. This is the symbol that I've just put. X. Some number is put down here. Another number is put up here. This one is the symbol of the atom. That means atoms make up an element. That's the symbol of an element. Then A here is atomic mass, and of which other people call it mass number. And in simple terms, this is the number of protons plus neutrons in that atom. Then we have a number that I've written here, that is Z. This Z represents atomic number. Atomic number. And of course, this is the same number. This is the number of protons. Atomic number simply means the number of protons. So for now, we are going to end on giving an example of what I'm trying to talk about on symbolic representation of an atom. That means if we have an atom like carbon, that is the symbol for carbon, it can be put a 6, which is the atomic number. Then the mass number, if it is, let us use carbon 14. So this is carbon 14, meaning that the number of protons are 6. It means that, which is the same as atomic number. Yeah, from down here, this is atomic number. Then the 14 represents atomic mass. That means atomic mass is 14. Can I get the number of neutrons now? Now, do I know the number of electrons? Of course. Remember, electrons are equivalent to protons in an atom. What does this mean? It means that even electrons in this atom are equivalent to 6, just like protons I've written here. Okay, can you get now the number of neutrons? We're trying to find out all the fundamental particles in an atom. If we are given this very symbol here, using this symbol as a beginning point. Remember we said atomic mass equals to protons plus neutrons, all right? That means the atomic mass, which is 14, what are you looking for? The number of neutrons. Therefore, neutrons is going to be equal to, if we do some simple mathematics, we make this one cross this side, and we say atomic mass minus protons. As we continue, atomic mass was given from here, from this number here, which is 14. And then the number of protons was also given from down here, which is the same as atomic number, just like we agreed, which is 6. And this one gives it 8. So the number of neutrons equals to 6. So it is very simple to calculate all this, and we can get there in that way. That's how it can be done. Thank you so much for listening. For more videos, you can post in the comment section. You can ask for any video. Subscribe for more videos so that you can be notified in the next video. Thank you so much. Chemistry Analyst is my name.